I want to explain something to y'all guys in case you're ever at the store and they try to be like, you gotta buy the exact specifications of that power block. Like your phone takes 65 watts, you gotta take 65 watts. That's a power inverter. Right now it's kind of glitching out because I just unplugged it. But yeah, 4 to 7 watts is what it runs about normally. It'll jump up as the fans kick on if it notices it getting a little hot. But about between 1 and 15 watts. So if I plug this into this, a 60 watt outlet inlet, and an outlet going to a 60 watt outlet. And then it'll jump up to about, but it'll jump up and then be at a consistent rate at about, is it charging? Because earlier it would, yeah, is that viewing right? Yeah, about 22 watts. So, but that's 60 watts. Why is it not pumping in 60 watts? Because this inlet can only accept 20 watts. It will not take any more than 20 watts. So if I have a 60 watt cord, then I can charge up to a 60 watt inlet input, you know. So for example, if I plugged in my Ally here, which is a 65 watt, this will barely charge it. We will notice that it will use every bit of that 60 input. I'm not playing a game, but it will use, and just a little bit more because it has to run the extra fans to keep the battery cool. That's where you run extra fans. But it'll use every bit of that 60, and that's maxing that out. It's taking every bit of the power. But it does not matter if you have the exact cord specifications, as long as you have over what the cord specifications are, then you will always be getting the fastest charging. So in my recommendations when buying cords, always go for high-end cords, unless you're like getting them for like quick charges, short blocks, you know, like just like, you know, unless you're getting them for a specific reason. If you're gonna have a multi-purpose cord, get the highest, like a 60 watt, 100 watt, you know. And the ones on Temu, I'm not even looking at, I was looking at the wall, sorry, I zoned out. But the ones on Temu and stuff, they are not what they claim to be. You got to go to Walmart, spend you about $20 on a 60 watt, 100 watt one, and then that'll be a cord. You don't want to buy a $5 one off Temu because that's not going to give you advertised speeds. I assure you. They do sell good ones on Temu, but they're about the same price as Walmart. And if you're already at Walmart, just go ahead and pick one up there. Give the money to our fine Americans.